Another day, another bike ride. I'm riding like a few hours later today than I usually would. It's just that it's gonna rain on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. So like if I don't get my ride in now, I'm probably gonna want to miss out, you know? Today I lowered my seat a little bit. I used to ride with my seat this low. I pretty much have it on the lowest it can go right now. The reason why I did that was riding with a low seat was hurting my joints a little bit. But now that I have a protocol that I'm using to treat my knees, like I'm gonna try riding like this again for a little bit. And basically, I was wondering to myself, why am I truly struggling in my higher gears? And it's because I think for years I rode with my seat lower, so my legs were in a different position. I'll probably even put my seat back up a little bit after this ride. This is a little too low for my liking, but I am noticing that because I'm using more of the back of my legs, the top end of my legs near my waist a little more in this position. Like a lot of riders have all their muscle built up in their ankle area and the bottoms of their legs. I rode like this for years, so all of my riding muscle is closer to my ass. And I'm already like feeling a big difference of gearing in this ride too. I will put my seat back up a little bit after this ride though. One thing that's cool about a low seat is that your center of gravity is really low. So you can execute these really sharp turns. And that's really advantageous for traffic riding because, you know, the difference between being able to turn a certain radius and not being able to can be life or death. So maybe I had my seat up a little bit too high because I was compensating for my knees. Now that I've started to try and take care of my knees a little bit better, and I gave them a break for like a month or so with the old way I was riding, you know, maybe now it's trying to snow out right now, but it can't quite get there, it would seem. Maybe I should push my rides back to a less busier time. Maybe that's the play. Rather than like ride it. Rather than ride at like 8 o'clock, like I usually do, I push it back to like 10 maybe from now on. It's like 12 a.m. right now. Just under. So it's quite windy right now. Man, what's up with this light? I should just go, but we'll be a good boy tonight. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, getting the next light. I don't mind waiting for lights when there's no other riders that are hard contesting, or cars that are hard contesting the space, you know? It's when people want to do the little dirty tricks. They don't want to cut their speed even by a kilometer to let you stay ahead, even though they observed multiple times that you're a faster rider than them. And I do it for people who are faster riders than me. It's the right thing to do, you know? Because the only thing that's going to await you if you slight a person like that is some kind of aggressive pass, a race, you know, some words. It's just better to let people who are faster have their speed, you know? And not just for me, for anyone in a car who, you know, it's just better to give the speed to the people who want it. It's not about just like, I'm faster than you, you know? They're like, when other people around you too that are breaking the law, and you know they're gonna break the law, you've already observed the way they ride, it just encourages you to play that game. You know what I mean? It's because it's like, okay, you're gonna do it then. You know, it's like, I'm abiding the law and staying ahead of you and ride faster than you. You know, and then you want to break the law to get 1 second ahead of me, not even. It's just that. So, and that's where you see a lot of my aggressive riding come from in these videos, more during the rush hours. Because it's a difference of getting caught at a light for like 30 seconds over and over again. Because you get one light, and then you get the next one, and then you get the next one, and then you get the next one. You know, it's like a chain of punishment for doing what's right, too. I must say, I enjoy my ride a lot more today. I think that's just the root cause of my problem, is I had it too good for too long this winter, and it made me maybe entitled a little bit to the fact that there was just not that many people riding because it was winter. a lot of the people who are bad riders, they don't come out, you know? Whereas if it's even like 1 degree positive, you get this rush of all these people who are just not great at it that are willing to participate again. Man, I haven't worked this part of my... It's kind of good that I put my seat down. I can definitely feel it working out my legs in a different spot. I should probably do this every like ride, maybe even. I should change my seat position and just target different parts of my legs. But what I was talking about before is why I like to let people who are faster than me go, is because when you know someone's faster than you and you block them, people don't realize these people who are faster than you, they can slow down and they can make you feel hell on your ride. When you know someone's right on your wheel behind you, and you don't know them, and they do it to you for like 20 minutes straight, you're getting, your ride's ruined. Like, if you're not a good rider, especially, your ride is you're gonna have a stressful ride. There's riders that are faster than you that can get in front of you and do what you did to them. You know, like, if I wanted to, I could get in front of these people who do shitty things to me, and I could ride very gracefully 2 kilometers per hour under their top speed that I know is their top, you know. And it's like, have fun with that shit, enjoy, let's see how you like. Corvette and I ride at 20 kilometers an hour. I'm gonna kill this biker right in this spot. Vamos. Now the wind's blowing. Nope. Gonna get the red on the hill. Unlucky. Yep. At least I'm only getting half of it. I would have got more over to the other lane, but there's cars contesting. See, this is just what I was talking about in my comment. I might be able to fly all the way up this hill. Yep, let's do it. I could have made that. Where I committed my energy was wrong. Come on, boy, let's go. Get that rhythm up. No dice. Pretty nice wind tonight. I'd say this is about 20 wind, maybe a little more. I'm waiting for this one. Gonna get the next one anyway. Getting closer for this light is still better, because the light at the top of the hill, it likes to do some bullshit. We stop at the church And we pray to the Lord Jesus for strength. Buy the garbage because we are garbage. Speaking of biblical shit, apparently April the 8th, that big solar eclipse is supposed to signify something very tremendous for the Satanist religion. And depending on how much you know about a lot of the other religions, there's specific religions that aren't Satanism outright, that are just dead-ass Satanism. It's who they actually worship. Their religion is like a cover. But we're not going to point fingers. Those who know, know. Come sweet downhill. I will say this, I'm not of any religion. Whatever religion you believe in, that's your choice. It's none of my business. You know what I mean? Unless you're sharing. And if you do share, I still make it a point to make it none of my business. But even so, I still like to inform myself about certain things. I don't just turn a blind eye to a lot of world issues that are happening either. I'm well aware and I'm well versed, and I'm well aware of the things that are outside the YouTube verse of things, and the Twitter verse and the TikTok verse. I've been on the internet since, man, probably 1999. So, like at school we had internet. So even, and then I had a home computer in the end of the year 2000. So, been online for more than about 25 years now. Maybe a little more than that. Yeah, and as such, I try not to bind myself to any one source of media or news or anything like that. I like to gather as much perspective as I can, and I take what is the most plausible thing that I would believe, and I believe it for myself. Like, if someone just tells me this is the outright truth, I can't just take it at that face value a lot of the time. Like, some people I'll believe, but I think it's good to try and seek out as much information as you can, and then make your choice on what seems most plausible. And even then, you don't always end up with the truth. But it's not about being right and always having the truth. It's about doing your best to strive for what is actually real in your life and your reality. The more you run from it, the worse it'll get, you know? It's like if you have a problem, you put it off, your problem's just not gonna fix itself. Either it's gonna stay there and do nothing, or it's gonna stay there and get worse and make other things worse, you know? And this was a much more enjoyable ride for me. I know there's not much going on in it, so more people might be bored of that watching me, you know? But after my last two rides, I needed a chill ride like this. Basically, in life, there's too much contest in things where there don't need to be any contest. The ones who make everything a contest and need to contest everything, they really just ruin everything almost. Like, there's certain areas where competitiveness is just so great, and I love it and I enjoy it so much of myself too. But there's just times in traffic even where it doesn't need to be there, and it's there. You know? That's one of the more stressful parts of riding in the city. Whereas when you're more alone on nights like this, it's just a contest against yourself, you know? And you can decide how far you want to take it. There's that consent. And for the less linguistic of us here, I'm not talking about people who are just faster than you in traffic. I'm just talking about people who do things, do actions. What is that? That they didn't need to do, you know? Like, what if I just whipped out right here and, oh, I'm in front of you, car. You know, it's like, yeah, I did it. And this car hates me. It's the stuff like that I'm talking about, contest. And you know what, cars, as much as you hate bikes, don't worry, other bikers hate bikers too. We all hate, all of us who are good bikers, we all hate the stupid people, and we all see the stupid people too. Just like I'm sure you guys hate your stupid drivers. We all see it, you know? So these people who like take the opinion of, oh, this is why I hate cyclists, it's like, no, this is why you hate that cyclist. In the age of social media, what is it like? There's a certain number of people out of every 5 people that are narcissists now. I believe the number's at 3 out of 5 now for narcissism. Put a narcissist on a bike, see what happens. They're not thinking of anyone else or anything else. They're thinking of their image, how they look to everyone else, and a bunch of other ego-driven shit. Some good wind tonight now. Holy, it's really picked up. Glad it's at the end of my ride that it seems to be picking up. I need to put my seat back up a little more. I put it all the way down for this ride just to see. And certain stretches, I did notice I was faster, but my cadence is a lot worse. So I probably lost a lot off of that. That's the thing that's nice, is you do it on a ride where not everything is so stressful. I am in the market for a road bike right now, though. I'm looking for the right one every day. Trying to buy one that's used. $1,000 to $1,500. And if I can get my hands on something like that, some nice hydraulic disc brakes on it, the episodes will only get more and more entertaining and faster and a little shorter too. Wouldn't mind being able to get up to 40, you know what I mean? All I can manage on this thing is 40 going all out down a hill. On a flat, 30, 35, 33 to 35 all out on a flat on this thing. And I can only keep that up for like 30 seconds and then I'm fucking spent. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this ride a little better, and like I said, sorry for episodes where I'm just not as talkative or not as positive, because you guys see the shit that happens in traffic to yourselves and to me, and it's, you know, just know that other riders are all going through that. And if you ever feel like you're gonna blow up, take a break and, you know, like, just tell someone about it too. This is what helps me a lot, is showing what goes on. You know, it's not so much complaining, more just like putting the reality out there. You don't want sympathy either, just the empathy from each other is nice. Anyway, that's it. That's all, guys. And remember, the same ride is never the same ride. Take care of yourselves.